Welcome to Driven. They said don't try this at home, so we've come to a disused airfield.
We'll be hooning around in some of the most outrageous cars money can buy, and we're going to find out how many cars you can get hold of for 300 quid. And in our competition, if any of our audience can handbrake a car to a mark and deliver a piece to camera like this, then they win that Porsche.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very sensible idea to me. We have got some stupidly powerful sports cars, a huge expanse of tarmac, no speed limit, and enough runoff for Concord. And this week, we're letting our audience loose in the Porsche Boxster S and the TVR Tamora.
With drives in Boxsters and Tamoras up for grabs, it wasn't long before over £500,000 worth of kit from Porsche and TVR owners clubs created the biggest traffic jam since the M4 bus lane opened. To keep things fair, we selected an equal amount of punters from both clubs and mixed them in with the regular petrol heads. Which one would I go for? I really like the look of the Porsche, only because it's something I think you could use on a day-to-day basis. There's no getting away from that TVR Tamora. It looks cracking, 350 brake horsepower. Who wouldn't want it? I certainly would like it, but Jace, no Ligier Ambra this week, so which one's it going to be?
I'm going to stay with you.
Yeah,
You're going to go with the Porsche? How about you, sir?
Well, I'm a TVR owner.
You are?
Have been for 6 years
Which
now.
one? Which one you got?
I've got the Griffith now, Griffith 500. Before that, a Camaro. And I think they're actually much more handsome cars than this particular model. I'm not a fan of it. The Tamora, to me, it's a cracking car, undoubtedly, but it just doesn't seem to gel as well as some of the early TVRs have.
To get our guest testers' driving impressions, we put them in the ferociously fast TVR Tamora to see how entertaining 350 brake horsepower in a lightweight glass fibre shell could be.
It's more of a sporty car, it wouldn't be an everyday car, comfortable.
It sounded like a sports car, but it wasn't the spine-tingling howl and growl that you get from a V8 engine.
One good point I really do like is still no door handles.
But I'll tell you what I'm going to have to do is kick the old shoes off. Pedals are too close, big feet. That was stunning. It's the performance car. It's a car that really wants to be driven. It's got excellent brakes, steers really well and goes really well.
What about this colour? I mean, anyone got anything to say about this colour? Who would order one in this colour?
I would.
You would? Really? Well, funny enough, look, there was two women that said that.
I hate that colour.
Isn't it awful?
I hate it. It's
Terrible.
a horrible colour.
I mean, what would you wear?
Well,
If
exactly.
you bought a colour
yes.
that you couldn't wear anything except black.
Well, that's right, yeah. But the Porsche is nice and clean. It's just, I don't know, it's just nice. Yeah.
It looks like we've got quite a lot of people who are interested in this Porsche.
After being thrown in a deep end that would scare Olympic divers with the TVR, we fished out our guest testers and put them in the Porsche.
See, this is great. There's nice sound to the engine, nice smooth gear change.
Not disappointed, I don't know what really, nothing. Not disappointed, not excited. Feels like a new car. Doesn't feel like a sports car.
Yeah, I felt so solid in it driving. It is quality. It is quality. It feels really, really comfortable.
It's very, very powerful, but absolutely excellent.
Anyway, bear in mind that this lot have got until just the end of the show to make up their mind which of our two dream cars that they would like to own. Now this is pallet racing. All you need is old bangers, lunatic drivers and stacks of empty space. So we sent Bill and Ben out with 300 quid each to get as many cars as they could, but as ever with these two, things got competitive.
Well, Ben, 300 quid and as many cars as we can get in one day. Simple. Good luck, mate. I hope you lose.
Bill and Ben had to get as many cars as possible before 4:30. That gave them 5 hours. We weren't bothered about MOTs, tax or full service histories, because we weren't going to use them on the road. But the cars couldn't come from auctions or scrapyards, and they had to run.
Okay, well, my tactics are to go for reputable dealers.
Great. Plan of attack is just go down towards the Thames and have a look for some industrial estates, that sort of thing.
Ben's avoiding high street garages and going out his way to industrial estates because traders have lower overheads, which means he's more likely to find cheaper cars. Meanwhile, Bill's onto something in Hanwell. To prove he's no dunce at wheeling and dealing, he kicks a tyre and yes, the cab starts. It's first blood to Bill.
Excellent, Charlie, that's perfect.
Remember, the rules state that the cars must start, but with help from Javid's jump leads, the Fiesta makes the grade.
Oh yeah, listen to that engine, mate.
Bill Bagg's car's worth £100, leaving him 200 quid to spend. Ben's going through the yellow pages for second-hand car dealers. He's not expecting them to have 50 quid motors on their forecourts, but they always take trade-ins, so he's hoping they've got budget part exchanges round the back.
No.
While Ben's yet to make his first purchase, Bill's about to storm past 5.
He goes.
Look at that.
There's not a lot of fuel in it for me either.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Could at least expect a full tank of gas from you.
It might be an old dog, but 50 quid for a murky state? Blimey! And he got himself a 1 litre Metro. The 92 Sierra starts first time, giving Bill a John Prescott shame in 5 cars. This car might look like it's been bought off Joyriders, but Bill's in the clear. He's got the owner's documents and checked everything tallies with the VIN number under the bonnet and the chassis number, which, on a Cavalier, is under the carpet to the right of the driver's seat.
Oh, beauty.
This 2.8 litre Granada isn't going to win any concourse competition, and because it costs about 200 quid to scrap a car these days, Bill's car dealing buddy decides to cut his losses and throw it in for free.
Beauty. This is my favourite, because it's the biggest and the fastest and the ugliest.
Okay, right, it's 4 o'clock, still bought no cars. Bill's got at least 2, and we've just been tipped off about this place in Lewisham. Well, what if we'll give you the full 300, and we want to get 3 cars. 3 cars. So we get that, and one other. Golf, Astra.
Got another one round the back.
Yeah.
With time ticking by and Bill on a roll that outshines Schumacher, Ben's only chance is to cut a deal and buy in bulk.
Okay. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300.
Having just 25 quid and a few minutes left, Bill tries for a Man United-like winning margin of 8-3.
Will you take 25 quid for him?
I would for the Sierra probably. Let me just have a quick look. Give me 30 seconds.
Okay, we've got about 2 minutes. No pressure though. What are we doing this for? Perfect. Thanks, Mike. Excellent. There's the 25 quid for what it's worth.
Okay, that's 3 cars, 300 quid. Let's see what Bill's got. Good mate, are you?
After a day trekking around back streets and industrial estates, only now does Ben discover the horrific scale of Bill's victory.
Okay. Not good.
Cheers, my lovely.
Cheers. Here's to 8-3. 8-3.
Not bad going at all. Those 2 lads put me to shame in my dark dealing days, so let's meet them. Bill and Ben, our flower pot men. Now, you went and got 3 measly cars.
Not bad, but not as good as Bill.
No, Bill. You got 8 cars, you must be delighted with yourself.
Yeah, I got lucky though. I got lucky. But yeah, it's definitely better than 3.
Bill may have won the first round, but he could lose all 8 cars next week when Ben challenges him to double or quits at pallet racing, the extreme new motorsport where MOT failures handle like Ferraris on ice.
Go on! That's going to work.
Our guest testers are still getting to grips with the fearsome TVR and posy Porsche, and after the break, Jason, last year's British touring car champion, gets behind the wheel to show us how it's done. But first, we've got more heavyweight stupidity from the Far East. Right, the sport least likely to win Olympic accreditation, it's Auto Sumo. Now, our reigning Auto Sumo champ is none other than Tom. Now, Tom, last time out you beat Helen, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm 100% today.
Well, you know what to expect now. What is your technique?
Full on aggression from the beginning.
Fighting talk, I like it. Right, let's go and meet Matt. Now, Matt has brought along a car that's hardly Japanese, is it, Matt? This is about as far as Japanese as you can get to Luton, actually, because that's where this car comes from. Why have you brought this along?
Because every week, as a Japanese cars go down there, and frankly, I think it's like a represent Great Britain, get down there and kick the Japanese out.
Well, the good news is you've got 2 litres, fuel injection, you've probably got power steering as well. So, have you got a technique?
It's not a chance.
He isn't, is he? Right, well, good luck. Okay, don't forget, Matt, dump the clutch and go for it. Reigning champ Tom's only ever beaten girls, and the thought of male competition has got him rattled. In his favour, Tom's got 3 rounds experience, but his son is tired and has just 1.3 litres against Matt's 2. Aspirational catalogue poser Matt is our inexperienced underdog, but his British Bulldog Cavalier's got 15-inch alloys, which should give him more grip than the son is 13 inches. Tom must strike first if he's going to win.
So, is everyone ready? This is round 1 of Auto Sumo.
Matt's brain slots into gear first, sending his foot to the floor and the Cav into a still snoozing Tom. But it's not all over yet. Tom grabs the handbrake and hits the gas. He's teetering on the brink of Sumo oblivion. His Nissan Sunny doesn't quite have the power to fight back against the Vauxhall, but Matt's Cavalier GL, which gains electric front windows over lower models, can't unstick the Sunny's lock-back wheels. With the engines bouncing off their limiters and smoke pouring into the cabins, it's stalemate and we're forced to call things off.
Here, come here, look at this. Matt, I mean, that was a deadlock. We couldn't split you. You look, you had a cigarette in here.
It's that attention.
You're smoking quite a bit. I mean, the car is obliterated inside. Did you enjoy it though, Matt?
It's a bit smoky, but is he out?
No, he's not out, unfortunately. We're going to call that one a break. He did have his foot on the brake. That was a draw. It stinks in here. Tom, deadlock. What can I say? I mean, we couldn't split you. He's got the horsepower, but you seem to have the technique stuff.
I used the handbrake. Way too powerful. Bit worried, I must admit, after getting back the second time.
The only thing that... Well, we're going to call that one a dead heat, because he hasn't actually got you out the ring before we had to stop you, because it looked like he was going to explode. So we'll have to wait until part 2 to see what happens next.
Driven, sponsored by DirectLine Rescue.
Get used to a better view. The tall car for the tough streets. The extraordinary new Ford Fusion. It's out there.
Yes!
Yes!
What is it?
What is it? We found a seller, Kim & Sons. We found a buyer.
Where?
On the web. Where are they? On the web. It's a huge order. It's half the cost.
They must be from overseas.
They must be from overseas. We're going to make a fortune. We're going to save a fortune. Thank you, RT1! Thank you, Kim & Sons!
IBM can help small companies sell to big companies, wherever they are.
Driven, sponsored by DirectLine Rescue.
Welcome back to part 2 and back to our Driven Auto Sumo challenge. Now, in round 1, we couldn't split them, so it was a draw. So this is the decider. Are you ready for this? I'm not too sure if I am. Ready?
This time, Tom's Nissan is faster off the line, but Matt's still got the power. Tom again goes for his handbrake, knowing he's less likely to win than Jaguar's F1 team. But after a short stalemate, he releases the Sunny's handbrake and goes for one last push, and he shoots back over the line like he's in reverse.
Hey! Matt car looks like he's just about to explode. So Matt, turn off the ignition quick. Look at you. Oh, mate, look at the state of it in here. Matt, you must be delighted. You've done it. You've beaten him. You said you would. You had the power of a 2-litre engine.
It's built, Mikey, but it's built.
Are you happy?
My baby.
Well done. See you back next week.
See you later.
Tom. Sorry, fella. Got dirt under your hands. You've been working on your car all day, polishing it and spraying it. Sorry, fella, but it's not to be. You're out, aren't you?
I'm out.
Maybe you ought to think about getting yourself one of these Cavaliers.
I think I will.
Unlucky.
Cheers.
Now, while our guest testers were distracted by Auto Sumo, we sent Jason out in a TVR and Porsche. If anyone can grab these cars by the scruff of the neck, it would be Colin McRae, but we couldn't get him, so Jason went and did it instead.
Now, TVR refer to this Tamora as their soft model in their lineup. Now, I don't know on earth where they get that from, because it's outrageous. It's a 3.6 litre straight six with 350 brake horsepower at the rear wheels. It goes like stink. It's fantastic fun. There is one thing I'm a bit concerned about. There's no traction control, no airbags, and believe it or not, no ABS. But I have to say, it's fantastic fun to drive. Right, now to a completely different driving experience. The Porsche Boxster S, cracking car, just over £38,000. It's about £1,500 more expensive than the TVR Tamora, but it is a completely different animal. The TVR is raucous, it's a beast. This isn't quite as quick, but it's just very much more refined. Now this will get you to 60 miles an hour in under 6 seconds, 5.9 to be precise. It's got 252 brake horsepower. It's one of the Porsche famous flat six engines. It is water cooled. It's in the back, unlike the TVR, and it just sounds beautiful.
One German soft top to another, the BMW Z4. After years of being the Clark's shoes of cars, one sensible range sizes 3 to 7 currently in stock. BMW has come over all Nike Air with a Z3's replacement. This car kicks off more design debates than Anne Widdecombe's wardrobe, so we'll be driving it and asking, have a word, what's all this flame surface styling malarkey later in the series. If you've ever looked at the full car and thought, if that had no roof, looked more like an Audi TT and cost about 14 grand, I'd buy it. Prepare for the biggest coincidence since Norma Major started bumping into Ed Wiener Curry an awful lot. Yep, it's the StreetKa. While you'll never remember it was a concept from Styling House Gear, you blokes might recall that Kylie ad campaign, which could explain those curvaceous hindquarters. And if you really don't care what you look like in a mirror or what anyone thinks, how about this? The facelifted Nissan Almera. Hurricane and Twister variants optimistically claim to be a whirl of excitement. Presumably, the slightly brisk Out There Today Mavis will follow shortly. Our princess couldn't make it this week after a whirlwind of engagements. Big Brother's Alex got her into celebrity detox clinic, The Priory. Still, a hectic lifestyle has seen her photographed with Lulu, interior designer Kelly Hoppen and super hunk John Leslie. That's why her value is rocketing, with estimates suggesting she's worth less than a Ferrari 250 GTO, but more than a diesel Maestro. Now, to make up for her absence, here's footage of another lovely Leyland going where no BMW X5 has been before, off-road. This Damask Red example was a left hooker, proving the Princess was truly international and could tell Johnny Foreigner where to stick his Renaults and Citroens. There was even enough stowage capacity for fashionable leisure activities like eating, sitting and throwing balls. It was almost a house on wheels. OK, so our guest testers have spent all day getting the feel of the TVR Tamora and the Porsche Boxster. They've heard them, felt them and most importantly driven them. That's why these guys are the judge and jury here at Driven. So this is the trial every manufacturer has to pass.
The question is, which car would people prefer to wash on a Sunday morning? Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by the car of your choice. TVR's looking good. Oh no, it looks like That looks like maybe. Do you think the TVR's got a few more? The trouble is the boys can't count very well, so it's not exactly a result we can rely on.
22 over this side.
22.
It's 30, fella.
What I would like to know, though, is if there's anyone that voted for TVR that actually owns a Porsche. Ah, there is one. Now, why did you change your mind?
It's faster, makes a better noise, the handling's more interesting, it's a better colour, and it's got fantastic metal knobs.
And does that mean your Porsche is for sale now?
It could well be, yes.
Oh, fantastic. We've actually won somebody over. Which one would you have gone for?
Me, it would be the Porsche, definitely.
I'd have to say the same thing.
And I'd be with you, I'm afraid. I go for the Porsche every time, but the TVR Tamora has won this week's group test, and it's obviously the car that most people would choose to do their Michael Schumacher impressions in. And speaking of which, I think it's about time we caught up with our studio audience, trying to recreate Jason's stunt with a handbrake in a Porsche 924.
Let's go. Right, our competition this week is whoever can do a handbrake turn, land on the line and deliver the line, welcome to Driven, wins this beautiful 924.
The 924 started life in the 70s when Audi asked Porsche to design a budget sports car, but funds ran out, allowing Porsche to buy the rights and create their first water-cooled front-engine motor. It may be cobbled together from old Audi leftovers and use the same 2-litre engine as a VW van, but it means you can get into a Porsche like this 83 Y-plate for £1,000. Not bad when even the shabbiest 911 cost over 6 big ones. So let's see who's going to win ours.
Welcome to Driven, the best cars on the show.
Right, next up we got Paul.
Welcome to Driven, the show that motors.
Right, now we got Nikki. Let's see how she gets on. Are you on drugs? You're an absolute lunatic. Right, last up we've got Amir. He's got a tough act to follow. Lunatic Nicky is maybe in the lead, but Paul was perhaps the most composed. We'll see how he gets on.
Welcome to Driven, probably the best car show in the world.
Probably is not good enough. I'm sorry you haven't won the car, Nicky. You've won the car. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. We let you drive your first Porsche, and now you've gone home with one.
Thank you.
Go and get in your car then. Well done.
Thank you.
It's all yours. Take good care of it.
I will.
Well done. You've got your first Porsche.
Thank you.
Go home and no handbrake turns.
Okay, thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Well, Nikki only passed her test 3 days ago. She's going home with a Porsche. We've had great fun. We'll see you next week.
On the next show, we'll be making the cars Bill and Ben bought handle like Ferraris on ice. Letting Jason push the Evo 7 to the limit.
Oh, Daddy.
And recreating a famous stunt from cult 60s flick, The Italian Job.
Get the wheels in line, get the wheels in line with it!
And don't forget to keep sending us your videos of your in-car crooning. You can find the address at the website at channel4/4car. We've had some truly terrible entries so far, and this week you've been getting your tongues around streetcar goddess Kylie.